All right, let's bring him on right now. We got him joining us here, fresh back from Paris in the Olympics. Lake Blue Streak
I know.
alumni Marcus Christopher, X Games star, Olympian now, joining us on the live morning show. As we were telling you, he's going to be with us all morning. And Marcus, welcome home and congratulations on competing in the Olympics. I cannot imagine what that must have been like for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be on here. How you guys doing?
We're good.
We're doing all right. How long you been back in town?
I got back on the 1st, so I've been back for a little bit actually.
Okay.
Can you talk about what it is like? I mean, we all watched the Olympics. I mean, it had like record
What's the
viewership.
process like?
What the hell is it like going over and competing in the Olympics? What was that experience even like? Can you even begin to describe it from the beginning when you arrived to the opening ceremonies to the days you actually get to compete?
Oh, it's so awesome just being there with the best athletes in the world. It's it's something you don't get to experience every day. So just being there and being in the village and being around the best athletes was amazing.
So, okay, so let's go back a little bit, kind of leading up to how we got here. Um, First of all, you turned pro at 13. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, at 13 I turned pro and did my first pro contest.
Okay, so as a child, was it like, Dad, take my training wheels off and build me a ramp? Like, how did this happen so quickly that you were able to turn pro at 13? Like, where did your love for this come from that you decided this is what you wanted to do at such a young age?
Before I even started doing freestyle BMX, I raced BMX for 6 years. So doing all that, it gave me a lot of the bike control, and I was always good at jumping pretty much. So just doing that for 6 years, it helped out a lot. And I just slowly transitioned into freestyle after watching it on TV and the X Games and everything. And I took off from there. I just started progressing, trying to every time I rode, and I just kept getting better and better, and eventually started doing contests and just took off.
Okay, so you're 13 years old. You're like, I'm going pro. I'm doing all of this. And then, kind of fast forward. First of all, I was reading a little bit about your background. Obviously, I'm actually a Lake Township resident too. So I have followed your story through the years, whenever you've been featured in the local newspaper or anything like that. And I know we have some connections of people that know your family in the Lake community where they've posted about you. And so I've been able to watch all of that. So it's coming up, and you're in California last year, correct? And that was when you had an accident. I know everybody was like, because everybody was so worried about you. But that was an X Games, correct?
Yep, X Games a little over a year ago. I think July last year. I fell pretty bad in the X Games in California, and I broke my face, my cheekbone, and my jaw. I got 4 plates and 16 screws now.
Oh my
So
goodness. But that did not deter you from jumping back on a bike.
nope, I got bandaged shut for I think 4 weeks and was on a liquid diet pretty much for 6. But once that 6 weeks was up, I got cleared and went back outside and got on the bike.
Were you back out there like the day after you got cleared?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Which explains how a little over a year later, he touches down in Paris and is competing in the Olympics. I mean, that's such a crazy story. I know everybody was so excited to watch you go over there and compete. And my goodness, you are 4th in the world, Marcus, and you are 21 years old. What does that feel like?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. I went over there and I wanted a medal super bad, and I got super close, but which I'm kind of a little bummed about. But I was happy to land a run, and I can't complain with fourth place really.
No, that's amazing to me.
Is there any way to compare and contrast, like the difference between competing in an X Games competition that's so huge in this country and so big, and then competing in the Olympics? Like, how different or similar are they as far as stages and competition?
Yeah, so I tried to treat it just like every other contest, and it worked out for the most part. But just being there at the Olympics and the energy with how many people were there watching, it was definitely it was different, but I tried to treat it the same, just to be calm and land my run like I know how to and ride my bike like I know how to. So, but it was definitely the energy was pretty insane there.
We have
I can
someone.
imagine.
We have Amy commented. Your parents must be really stressed, but in a good way. What is it like? What
Yeah.
what is it like for your poor parents when they're watching you compete and sometimes try these incredible stunts? They got to be on the edge of their seat.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know what they feel, but I know from what I heard and seen, they were really nervous on the edge of their seat. Just yeah, they're at the Lake High School Stadium. They had a viewing party there, so they were watching on the scoreboard, and
That is
I
so
seen
cool.
some pictures of them.
Yeah. Well, they've got to be insanely proud of you. I mean, Marcus, you have had such a run. I know you're probably eyeing the next Olympic Games, and using this time to train and to hone your skills. And I can tell you, I know how incredibly proud the Lake Township community was of you. And fourth in the world is not a bad place to be, Marcus. So congratulations to you. Tell us, did you have any downtime when you were over in Paris?
Not a whole lot really. We got there and we had practice the next day pretty much, or we were supposed to. We got rained out the first 2 days of practice, and but other than that, we didn't even have time to really go and watch the other events. We were just constantly going back and forth from the like where the event was and just eating, just making sure we weren't tired or anything. So kind of bummed we didn't get to watch anything else, but we were there to do a job and got it done.
What's the event you would have liked to have checked out the most? I assume breakdancing.
Are you mad that you
No,
missed Raygun?
I kind of wish I got to see the boxing or something.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we were in the gym the one day, and there are some people like kind of practicing in there, and it looked unreal. I mean, they're going so fast, and everything is pretty insane.
Yeah.
Well, Marcus, it was awesome that you were there. It was awesome to see you here. Like you said, your hometown cheering you on, watching it from the football stadium. Lake, that's an awesome community
Oh,
in
they
Lake,
really are.
a
Yeah.
really tight community.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're proud to be from there. I'm sure you're proud to represent there and Ohio and the country, for God's sake. Congratulations on all the success, not just in
Yeah.
the Olympics, but the X Games. It's fantastic. We're all proud of you. The country's proud of you. And we know you're going to be back again, and we're looking forward to it, man.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what's next for you, Marcus.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Have a great day,
Yeah.
Marcus. We
Thanks for
appreciate
joining
you.
us.
You too. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.